What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? What are we doing? This is disgusting.
Tonight on Fox 10 Investigates, a Superior Court judge abruptly resigns after an incident with police, but Yavapai County did not release details initially.
They were patrolling downtown Prescott October 4th when they caught Christine Schaaf Olson peeing in a bush on a public sidewalk. Several people were walking by, waving officers down, pointing at the judge in the process. Here's the moment when the officers approached her.
This is one of those clips where you hit play thinking, okay, probably another drunk in public situation. And by the time it's over, you're just staring at the screen like, nah, no way. This can't be real, because what you're looking at here isn't some random person who had one too many and made a bad decision outside a bar. No, this is someone who spends her professional life deciding other people's consequences, someone who sits above defendants, above excuses, above explanations, a judge, and not just a judge who had a bad night, a judge caught on body cam behind a bush, pants down, allegedly urinating in public, visibly intoxicated.
I'm waiting for an Uber.
Okay, this is unacceptable. Where's your ID?
It's my husband's wallet. Walk that way.
Struggling to spell her own name while arguing with police, steps away from a courthouse. You genuinely could not write this and have people believe it. And the only reason this story doesn't end with he said, she said is because body cameras don't blink. They don't care about titles. They don't care about reputations. They just record. It's just after 1:30 in the morning in Prescott, Arizona. Police respond to a call about a woman exposing herself and urinating in public near an intersection close to the courthouse.
What's your last name?
Wilson.
You gotta spell it.
O-S-O-N.
O-L-S?
O-N.
O-N? Spell your first name.
Christine.
Spell it.
K-R-S-T-Y-N.
K-R.
I.
Okay.
S-T-Y. N.
Are you her husband?
Yep.
Okay. Can you hang out over by the cab for me?
Nope. Come on.
Yeah, you can, because I'm conducting an investigation.
For what?
Because I just saw her puking and urinating, exposing herself to several
Nope,
people.
That wasn't her.
Okay, you can go by the cab or you can continue to interfere with the investigation.
Come on, baby.
Okay,
No.
last chance, go over to the cab.
No.
Okay, well, then you're detained.
Stop.
Can't do this.
I'm gonna throw you on the ground if you resist. I gave you several chances and you don't want to listen.
Pretty standard call, right? Until the officer walks up and realizes this woman isn't just intoxicated, she's disoriented, slurring, mid-squat, insisting she's waiting for an Uber while actively doing the things she's denying. And from the jump, the interaction is already off the rails. The officer asks the obvious question, "What are you doing?" Her response isn't coherent, it's defensive, confused, almost offended that she's being questioned at all. She says she's waiting for an Uber, calls the situation disgusting, which is ironic considering the circumstances. Then comes the ID request, and this is where it really starts to hit.
We have a cab. Hey, baby.
515-1 resisting.
Stop.
Not doing anything.
Dude.
I'm not doing anything.
515, we're fighting.
I'm not fighting.
Grab the cuffs.
Here I go.
I can't breathe.
Just take these. Minimum, you're getting a ticket.
Well, my name is Judge Christine Olson.
Okay. Alright, this is your citation. It's a misdemeanor for urinating or defecating in public, okay? So you're going to have to sign it, promising to appear in court in about a month, alright? Your husband's going to be transported to the Yavapai County Jail. He'll be booked in there.
Am I signing for him or is that?
This is for you. This is your citation. So just grab that.
What's his citation?
He's going to jail for resisting and interfering.
Because when police ask you to spell your name, That's not some random power move. That's a sobriety checkpoint. That's them quietly checking whether you're present enough to handle basic information. She struggles badly. She fumbles through her own name, misspells it, corrects herself, misspells it again, gets confused between letters, hesitates on her birth year, can't clearly answer basic questions. And at this point, if you're watching closely, you can almost see the officer's demeanor change. Not aggressive, more cautious, because now he's not just dealing with public intoxication. He's dealing with someone who appears incapable of functioning safely. And then the plot thickens. A cab pulls up, outsteps her husband, and from the second he enters the frame, the situation goes from chaotic to combustible.
I don't have to sign for that though.
Nope, that's all his business.
Okay.
So you just sign above that solid black line right there.
Okay.
Nope, right here on the screen. On the screen.
Well, on the screen.
Perfect, thank you.
At that point, authorities say her husband showed up in a taxi, and they say he disrupted the police investigation. Officers say they asked him to leave, he refused, and when they tried to detain him, he resisted. They threw him to the ground, and they ultimately got him into handcuffs. Here's another angle of the arrest. You can see officers, multiple officers, holding him down. The husband is now in Yavapai County Jail on suspicion of resisting arrest, interfering with a criminal investigation, and obstructing an officer. As for the judge, she was cited and released. She submitted her resignation 2 days later after this incident earlier this month to the Yavapai County Superior Court. The former judge released a statement saying she is stepping down because of current physical, medical, and family circumstances. She's been a justice pro tem there for the last 2 years. The presiding judge and the Board of Supervisors will now select her replacement. I'm Derek Stahl for Arizona's Family.
The officer asks him a simple, reasonable thing. Step back, let us finish what we're doing. You can stand by the cab. He refuses, not once, not twice, multiple times. The officer explains why. Explains that his wife was seen urinating and vomiting in public, that she exposed herself, that people saw it, that he saw it. The husband says that wasn't her, which is wild because she's right there on camera in front of everyone. Then the husband physically grabs her and tries to pull her away from the scene. That's the line, because at that moment, this stops being about embarrassment or dignity or protecting your spouse. This becomes interference, and please don't play with that, especially during an active investigation. The officer gives him chance after chance, clear instructions, calm warnings, go back to the cab. Last chance. You're interfering. The answer stays the same, no. So the officer moves to detain him, and instead of complying, the husband resists. That's when everything explodes. They're shouting commands. The officer warns him he'll be taken to the ground. The husband keeps pulling away, so the officer does exactly what he said he would do. He puts him on the ground, and the body cam captures every second of it. The tension, the struggle, the husband insisting he's not resisting while actively resisting, officers calling out codes, handcuffs coming out, the situation escalating because one person simply refused to listen. Afterward, when things finally calm down, you hear officers talking it through, not hyping it up, not celebrating, just walking through what happened step by step. And this part matters because one officer explains that he personally witnessed the judge with her pants completely down, vomiting and urinating behind the bush, that multiple people saw it, that she exposed herself, that when the husband showed up, he was given repeated opportunities to step back and refused every single one. This wasn't a snap decision, this wasn't ego, this was textbook escalation caused by non-compliance. And here's the quiet irony, the judge herself tries to explain who she is after the damage is already done. She mentions her title, almost as if that should reverse time, as if that should override the footage. It doesn't. Because once a camera captures something, it doesn't matter who you are, it matters what you did. Eventually, the officers shift into cleanup mode. They're no longer trying to figure out what happened, they already know. Now they're trying to figure out logistics, like how does she get home? Does she have a phone? Does she have her wallet? Can she call someone? And that's when it becomes painfully obvious how impaired she is.
Where Schaff Olson works, a source who wishes to remain anonymous obtained this body cam footage, providing it to Fox 10. As the officers try to identify her, Schaff Olson's husband gets involved.
Are you her husband?
Yep.
Okay. Can you hang out over by the cab for me?
Nope. Come on.
Yeah, you can, because I'm conducting an investigation.
For what?
Because I just saw her puking and urinating, exposing herself to several people.
That wasn't her.
That's Jason Olson, the judge's husband, and also the Parks and Recreation manager for the town of Chino Valley. Police say Olson did not listen to instructions to back away, and as he's being detained, officers say he resisted arrest by tensing up his right arm before being taken to the ground.
Get your ass on the ground, dude.
I'm not doing anything.
5:15, we're fighting.
I'm not fighting.
Grab the cuffs.
The police report says Schaff Olson showed signs of intoxication and slurred her speech. Schaff Olson was appointed as a judge for Yavapai County Superior Court in 2023. She was a partner for her own law firm for 2 years and has been practicing law for a decade, according to her LinkedIn resume. If you listen closely, she emphasizes her official title.
Minimum, you're getting a ticket.
That's fine. I'll let you know, my name is Judge Christine Olson.
The report also says several witnesses walked by minutes earlier and waved the officer down after they saw the judge urinating.
Are they visiting? I have no idea. She's useless. She can't even spell her name.
We reached out to the Yavapai County Superior Court for comment. The court administrator's initial news release just days after the incident said Schaff Olson resigned to attend to personal matters. The latest statement from Yavapai County Superior Court says in part, the Superior Court is aware of the allegations against Judge Christine Schaff Olson. This information was brought to the court's attention on October 4. Judge Schaff Olson accepted full responsibility and formally submitted her resignation on Monday, October 6. To ensure coverage of her calendar, Judge Schaff Olson agreed her last day on the bench would be October 31.
All right, this is your citation. It's a misdemeanor for urinating or defecating in public, okay? So you're going to have to sign it promising to appear in court in about a month, all right? Your husband's going to be transported to the Yavapai County Jail. He'll be booked in there.
Jason Olson was cited for resisting arrest, interfering with a crime scene investigation, and obstruction of government operations. His employer, the town of Chino Valley, has not responded to our request for comment. Body cam footage shows Judge Schaff Olson struggling to sign the citation.
Nope, right here on the screen. On the screen.
Well, on the screen.
Her attorney tells Fox 10 that she had some sort of medical issue that night, which has no bearing on her performance as a judge, and he's confident that when more information comes to light in the appropriate forum, the matter will be resolved favorably. I'm Justin Lum for Fox 10 Investigates.
She doesn't know where her belongings are. She doesn't know who has what. She can barely answer questions. An officer even comments that she's useless in that moment, not as an insult, but as a factual observation of her condition. Her husband, meanwhile, is headed to jail. She's issued a citation for urinating in public, a misdemeanor. She signs it on the officer's screen, still visibly confused about what's happening. And then comes the aftermath. Days later, the judge resigns, not suspended, not reassigned. She steps down entirely, citing personal and medical circumstances. Her attorney later releases a statement suggesting underlying medical issues contributed to the incident and emphasizing that she wanted to protect the integrity of the judiciary. And that's where this case gets complicated, because two things can be true at once. Someone can be dealing with real medical issues and still be responsible for what happens when those issues manifest publicly in dangerous or inappropriate ways. And the judiciary, more than almost any institution, lives and dies on credibility. When a judge is caught on camera unable to spell her own name while allegedly urinating behind a courthouse, that credibility takes a hit that no statement can fully repair. What's left is the footage, unedited, unforgiving, objective, and that's why body cameras matter, because without them, this story would have been reduced to competing narratives. But with them, there's no debate, just uncomfortable reality. This wasn't a sketch, this wasn't satire, this was real life, well, not recorded in high definition. And once the camera rolls, titles don't mean a damn thing.